Hello everyone, today I'm going to be working on the Micra. It's just in front of me, I've got it in the garage. Mini's tucked away, well it's outside at the minute, but I've been spinning in and out of storage. So tackling some of the rust on the Micra, I've started to clean it up and make a template of what I'm repairing. So we'll get into it and I'll show you what's what. So on each side of the car, there's these this area here. Let me move this. It's all crusty and got a hole in, which is less than ideal. So what I've been doing last night, I spent some time making this template that fits in there. That just should tuck in like that. So that is a template of that. Now, what I'll have to do is consider that this height will need to be shorter for the actual final piece, but that's roughly what I need to make in steel to then fit into there, so then I can cut out nicely around where I've made that template and it can be replaced with good metal. So I need to clean up this bit next down here just to see how far that goes and see if I need to extend my template a bit. So put a new piece in along there. This piece, I've just placed this wing on. It's got a returned edge that goes across there and it's plug welded along there. A couple of plug welds there. I need to make a piece that continues this curve around the corner there and just joins that into there. So that's going to be the next bit I need to make up, which will be in this video. I just need to get some more welding gas and some more time, because although this line doesn't line up very nicely with the wing when that's bolted down, rather than add more metal in, because it's now solid with plenty of metal in, I'm going to get some, it needs a skimmer filler over anyway, so I'm going to get some fiberglass filler just to make that line nice and neat in line with the wing, and the same just to build this bit out as well, because I'll put the wing and the door back on, but I'll put new metal in here as well, so the holes are all solid. You might wonder why I'm going to use filler, but the metal works sound, but that seal covers a lot of it anyway, so once the glass is back in you won't really see a great deal of it. But I think using some fiberglass filler just to bring that line out will just help to shape it and make it look right. I've just started a couple of days off work, so I'm going to get stuck into the Micra again and do a little bit more. It's been a couple of weeks since I did the last bit, so we'll get stuck in and finish off. I actually ran out of welding gas, so I'll show you. I'm going to get stuck into this section here. I need to finish off a little bit there and then move on to the other side, which needs a little bit more than this side. So I'll finish this bit off and get stuck in over there, and hopefully we'll be somewhere soon. I'll try again with the time lapse. It didn't work last time. GoPro failed, but we'll see what happens. So I've progressed a little bit. I've patched up this. It's not neatest. It's all, I've just tickled it with a die grinder just to clean it up. So the windscreen seal covers most of that anyway, but I'll clean it up with filler. So that's ready for filling and body working finally. So I started looking at this bulkhead. Now I'd seen there was a hole down here, so I took the wiper motor off and the bonnet catch off over there, and this bit I started fetching some of the paint off, and I can see there's quite a lot. Let me get you in a little bit closer. There's quite a lot of scabby bits. There's a hole down in that corner, and this returned edge is all gone. It's been covered in red oxide paint previously, so that returned edge is all gone too. So I think because of the shape as it goes along, I'm going to have to do it in sections. So the first section, I'm going to cut a section like that, I think, and then try and make that up and replace that to start with before I move on to this next section. And it's going to be, I think, quite a lot of the way along this bulkhead, certainly till about here, this lower section. So bit of work to do. I think it's had some paintwork and repairs in the past which probably wasn't done very well, or let water in, and that's why it's all rotten. There's a few runs and whatnot here and there, so I'll carry on and catch you up when I'm done. Got a bit further today, and that's about all I'm going to do today, because it's a bit later on now, but I ran out of welding wire, so I've had to go out and get some more wire. But I'll show you where I've got to and what I've chopped out and how things have changed. So as you can see, I've patched in this bit here, plug welded down there, plug welded up there. That's a new section there. I've got a couple of little bits that I just need to fill in. That's an actual hole that's meant to be there for the VIN plate to go onto. So I started cleaning off the paint all down here and found a few holes. So it goes right the way across to here. This bit's a little bit crusty but solid. This bit here was terrible, so I'll cut that out. I'm going to put a piece in there before I start doing this piece. So got a couple of bits where I've drilled out spot welds for. There was this support piece that goes behind there for the wiper motor to mount onto, so I've just got to repair that. And once I've done this, repaired this piece, I'll have to put that back in, which I can access under where the drill is there. So yeah, it comes all the way across here. So so far I've just made this piece, which will go in just there. I've got to make the piece that goes under it there, and then it's just a case of making sections that go along and fill in that section. That'll be this part of the bulkhead done, and I can start seam sealing along the edge here, filling and putting some paint over what I've done. So hopefully tomorrow I can get this section finished and I can start looking at the other side. Welcome back again. It's another day again. So I'm back in the garage for day 2. I've got, like I said earlier, I think I've got 2 days off work. So today's a new day. I'm going to get stuck into the Micra again. First I need to swap over the reeler welding wire. I need to get that done, and then I can clean up the bit that I cut out yesterday and start patching it all in. So I'll start by changing this. I might actually try harder with the GoPro today and use the time-lapse thing. That'll do for today. We had another busy day at it. I have done some time lapse for you this time with the GoPro. I've got it set up on the bonnet there. I've been moving it around a little bit. I've had it over on the bench with me as well. So I'll show you what we've got done today and a little bit of a talk through it. So as you can see, I've got body filler along there. So as you will have seen, I've replaced from about here all the way along that lower section. I filled it first with some fiberglass filler just to build it up, and I've gone over with some normal body filler. You can see it's quite thin, the body filler, and then as I said, I've built up that edge there, and that piece there is just built out on the side there with a bit of filler. So that's all sounding nice. Now it's just a few little marks in it there and all the way along this bit that I need to get some fine, like I think it's dolphin glaze type stuff, just to fill in the gaps and do the final sand and prep for primer. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll continue. For you it'll be in a moment, and for me it'll be next time I get a chance to work on the car. One more quick one before I go. So I'll just show you this edge. So that wing there, that gap's all right there, and then with the window sill on, let me just put it on, that sits over there quite nicely, and when the door's on you won't see any of that, so I'm pretty pleased with that. It's another day again, so I'm back in the garage. I'm going to get some more work done on the Micra. I've moved it all over. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see behind me. So it's moved over to that side of the garage now. I'm going to be working on this bit here, there. So I'll show you what's what. So I'm going to start tackling this side today. Pretty much the same story as the other side that we've already covered. I'm just going to start by cutting out around there and see where that leaves me. Need to drop that door off so I can get around to this side here. Yeah, and start building, cleaning off the rusty bits, cutting them out and building it up with new metal. Section cut out now. Pretty much all I'm going to cut out. I'm going to start with just putting a little piece in there just to finish that off. I'll need to knock that down a little bit, and then I'm going to start making this piece to hopefully come up here, and then I'll start reconstructing this piece. So I'll stick the time lapse on again and see how we get on. It's that section all patched up. I've done it in. I had the time lapse running on the GoPro, although it did just make a funny noise before that beep. So new piece there. It's all nice now. So it's obviously not. I'm obviously gonna have to put a bit of filler on like I did the other side to tidy it up before I paint it. But at least it's solid now. I need some seam sealer and start filling it a bit. I might just knock that back a bit, I don't know. Bonnet, windscreen seal will cover that. So I've got a little bit somewhere in this bulkhead to look at down here. I'm going to do now. I think I'm done for another day again. So I'll just put some fiberglass filler on. Hopefully you'll have seen all of this in the time lapse. Just some fiberglass filler just to shape it properly, because I'm not very good at shaping metal. I can weld it together but not make it look the right shape. So what I've done is, the last piece I'll show you in a minute that I've welded in, I've used some of the fiberglass filler just to seal it because I ain't got any seam sealer at the moment and I need to cover it up. I'll show you. So you can see all the fiberglass goo chucked all over there. Down here I've just put, I've put this piece in here that you've seen, and then I need to build this down here. I haven't got any seam sealer at the moment. I just wanted to run some across that weld just in case there's any little holes, because water going down there is supposed to run out this channel here, but could potentially drain into the car through there. So I've just taped off along there and then just smeared a bit of the fiberglass filler on it just to hopefully seal it up. So I'm going to leave that to go off, and then hopefully next weekend I can build in this section, and then I've got a hole there to repair, and then I can start body working it a bit and try and get some paint on, and then I can put the windscreen back in and hopefully get it out of the garage. I've just been doing a little bit of thinking. I've just been sat at the computer editing this video and it's going on, isn't it? It's going on a bit. So I'm going to end it here. I'll finish off that bit of scuttle panel when I get a chance, and then we'll catch up in a future video. So once I've got the scuttle welded up, I've got a piece on the floor over there on the driver's side under the back seat to do, and then I need to do the passenger side inner sill. There's got a hole in. I've already patched up the driver's side inner sill, and then it's just going to be a bit of body work and paint here and there, and then hopefully I can take it for an MOT. I'm going to go through the brakes and have a good look at it, but I'll let you know when I'm doing that and perhaps make a video. So thanks for watching this one if you've watched it all. It's been quite a long one. I'll see you again next time.